Good, there you go.
So you can see even when you had the putting, you know, the board down, you still had a tendency to miss them to the left because you're so used to, you know, aiming right and then having to almost have a shut club face at impact to kind of pull it back.
Yeah. Feels like my hands want to like pull it that way. So it's like twisting almost.
You know, and that's the thing with this putter is you don't really feel like you have to manipulate the putter or feel like you close it or shut it. You just, it's going to be kind of parallel left. So we're going to get you a little bit more open at setup.
Yeah.
Just, you know, I think when you start aiming further and further right, it's the opposite of a slicer, right? So when a slicer is slicing the ball, they start aiming further left and further left, and then the ball starts curving more and more. So we'll get you aimed a little bit straighter. I mean, we'll still get you aimed a little bit right at the target, so you can, you know, hit your draw. But I think it's starting to get, you're aiming too far right. There you go. That looks a lot better. Good. So that one drew a couple yards, 5. Okay. Yeah, so when you pull those, you know, you're hitting them flush, right?
Yeah.
So that's just club face. So, you know, with an iron, pretty much, there's not a lot of gear effect with an iron. So really, wherever your club is pointed at impact, that's where the ball's starting. So when you get out on the course and that ball's starting left, you just know that face is too shut at impact. So just, you know, before we kind of work on swing mechanics and stuff, just on this one, feel like you get your face more open at impact. I mean, you can do it at address. You can feel like you just leave it open a little bit more.
Press through it.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Yeah, so I mean, if you set up to a ball, right? So if we move our hands forward and forward and forward and forward and forward, what does the club do?
Closes. It actually.
It opens, right? So if you move your hands back and back and back, look at that club is actually pointed further left, right? So the more, you know, it's going to help you to get those hands out in front a little bit more. It's going to start the ball further right because your club face won't be as shut. Good. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you can see it's definitely towards the toe. And then you can kind of see is the strike is towards the toe too. Okay. So I mean, do you miss this club right?
Yeah.
So typically with the lie angle, if it's too flat, you know, the miss is right. So the more upright normally the line